You guys are watching straight from the Hungry Pit. Jesse Burt here, and we're not in the usual Juice TV studios. Instead, we're taking over ZM, Hauraki, all the rest of it, and that's because the Madden Brothers are here. How are we?
Good.
Great, man. Glad to be here.
Good, good. And when was the last time you guys were in New Zealand? Because that was some time ago, wasn't it?
4 years ago?
Yeah, it was about 4 years ago. We played the V8 after the V8 race in Hamilton, and but New Zealand's always a place. A lot of people don't know this, but it's the first place actually when we were still on tour in America in a van and trailer. A bunch of punk rock tours back in the day. New Zealand was the first place we ever had like a top 10 hit. Our record went platinum. So over the years, we've always made it. It's always been a really welcome, special welcome stop on every tour we've done. We love coming here. So.
Well, you probably should have walked away with some Kiwi slang. Have you got any you can whip out for us?
Choice, bro.
Choice, bro. Yourself?
Good as. I just like the way you guys say everything. You say all the kind of E sounds kind of funny.
Yeah. Bit of a twang, a bit different to the Australian.
Yeah.
And last time when you guys were in New Zealand, you were under...
I always just feel like I'm on an episode of Flight of the Conchords when I'm in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Like,
See, it's Flight of the Conchords. Are they bigger than Lord or something?
No, yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
The Lord's pretty big too, though. So I don't know who's bigger. But we're just big. I'm a fan of that. I was a big fan of that show, and I just think
There's definitely no lack of talent here. Yeah, I mean, for a country that's so small, it's amazing.
You guys have a very kind of cool take on pop culture. Like, it's very laid back. It's interesting in this part of the world. People are very cool with where they are, who they are. So it's a very kind of, you're hip without being hip. It's like like when we walk down the street here, everyone just says hi. Yeah. It's not like it's crazy. Nice. It's a really nice kind of place to be, and you guys' attitudes are just great. I love it.
So it's not like that American paparazzi where they're all just jumping in shot, taking photos. We're like, hey man.
You guys, I feel like would kind of laugh at that. Like it's cool. So
yeah, we love it here, man.
I love the whole vibe.
Yeah. Nice little holiday getaway for you guys. And when you were here last time, you were under the name Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Everything's changed now. If people are trying to find Good Charlotte on this record right here, they're not going to find it because it's a completely different sound. So can you tell me, why'd you guys change musically?
I don't know if it was a change or because Good Charlotte still is Good Charlotte where it is, it's a very kind of specific thing. But the Madden Brothers, this record was more of like a project. This was like 3 years of artistic and creative freedom to just try and be creative.
We started Good Charlotte when we were 16, and now we're 35. That's on 18, 19 years, and now to be where we're at, when we got in, I think in our 30s, kind of just thinking about where we wanted to go musically, we didn't feel like we could do it under the name Good Charlotte. We felt like we needed to be really genuine about where we were at. This really represents where we're at right now, and that's the Good Charlotte. Became something. It is something that the two of us created, out of our minds, and we wrote the songs and we sang, but it became bigger than us. There's like Good Charlotte is this group of people that now kind of really Good Charlotte really belongs to the fans. So we needed to make a record that belonged to us, and we've gotten a great reaction from all the fans. I think because the songs on this record are really personal, storytelling. A lot, we're still the same songwriters, but we were able to do things musically that I don't know if we could have done under the name Good Charlotte.
Okay, and one of the big collaborators with this record was Pharrell Williams, because I see you guys referred to him as a bit of a musical genius. He found the sound you guys were going for. So everyone, when I talk to them in an interview, a lot of time they drop Pharrell Williams. So what was it like in the studio working with him?
Pharrell was just a guy that we visited with to talk when we first decided we wanted to do this project, and he just really got it and gave us encouragement, and we didn't actually he didn't actually produce the record, but we wrote 2 songs on the record with him, and I think you can definitely hear some of that Pharrellism in there, and it was really great to get his take on what we were doing. He was just really encouraging, and Pharrell is just one of those, he's a dreamer like us, and so it was a really great time.
So have we got any other projects? I mean, you've just released this, but is anything else coming out in the near future? November the 4th is when you're going to be here in New Zealand next. Yeah,
we're going to be here on November 4th. We're headed back to America to get back in the studio and continue to write and record, and you never know. I mean, for us right now, it's all about being creative and trying to create.
We're definitely going to be
music.
doing a world tour with this one for Greetings from California next year. So we'll be back but November 4th at the ASB Theater. There's still some tickets available. We're going to be there. It's going to be a great night of music. We're going to play all the songs people want to hear, all the classics, and we're going to play most of this record, some covers. It's going to be a good night of music. But we're going to run with this record for a minute before we move on too quick. Yeah.
Well, if We Are Done is anything to go by, I think that's a good idea to just give this one a good little run.
Thanks, man. Yeah, there's definitely some good vibes on this record, and we definitely want it to get out there to the world.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming into the studio and having a chat with me.
Thanks for having us,
And November the 4th, we'll see you guys again. Hopefully another little chat. Firstly though, here is a single which I think we've just got the lyric video for. This is Dear Jane.